At the heart of Todd Van Buskirk's novel lies the juxtaposition of the two simple words, yes and no. These binary opposites form the bedrock of our language, often serving as elemental responses to the world around us. Yet when placed side by side or intertwined without spaces, they can evoke a myriad of emotions and interpretations. The utilization of just two words, yes and no, throughout the entire text implies an unfinished novel, as if only a mere fraction of the story has been penned, leaving nothing beyond these simplistic affirmations and negations. At times, they are separated by a single space. At others, they are fused together or left floating in a sea of white space. Each configuration stirs a unique emotional response, showcasing the mutable nature of language and encouraging personal reflection on their inherent contrast. These words, simple as they may seem, carry the weight of moral dilemmas, ethical choices, and the ceaseless debates within our minds. The word yes can emerge as an instinctual response driven by personal desires or immediate gratification. Meanwhile, no can arise as a rational counterpoint, guided by principles or a sense of duty. At first glance, the title presents us with a simple proposition, an explanation regarding the words yes and no and other typographical elements. However, the title's wording is strictly literal in reflecting the content within. It is the key to the whole book. When the words yes and no are printed without a space between them, they merge into a single entity. This conveys a sense of ambiguity, blurring the boundaries between affirmation and negation. It's a paradox that leaves room for uncertainty, allowing for a more nuanced interpretation of these binary opposites. In Van Buskirk's conceptual novel, military times and years are incorporated within the text, adding a layer of precision and urgency. The inclusion of specific times like 5 after 8 o'clock or the year 2005 creates a regimented chronology. It's a juxtaposition that highlights the importance of decisive action within specific contexts. The addition of symbols, such as brackets or equal signs, introduces a graphical representation of boundaries, divisions, and equilibrium. They serve as visual cues that augment the emotional and conceptual impact of the words, further enhancing the depth of expression. The decision to repurpose the cover of Truman Capote's renowned book In Cold Blood warrants exploration. Those familiar with Capote's book may be drawn to explore Van Buskirk's novel. Does it create an interplay of themes, ideas, and reader expectations, amplifying the impact and resonance of the poetic work? When contemplating the design of a cover, one must consider the profound impact it has on a reader's initial engagement with a literary work. While the author may label the piece as a novel, it is obvious that it deviates significantly from the conventional characteristics of a novel. The emphasis on linguistic and stylistic elements, such as the obsessive repetition of words and symbols, further reinforces the argument that this work aligns more closely with poetic expression. The exploration of yes and no serves as a vehicle for delving into the depths of moral ambiguity and internal conflict. It's a reminder that even the simplest of words can carry profound weight and complexity. It's an invitation to appreciate the power of binary opposites in shaping our perceptions and responses to the world around us. Thank you for joining us.